Good morning, everybody. Well, I don't know if it's good afternoon. I don't know what time it is today. Oh, no, man, it's evening time. It's 1:05 p.m. today. So, I'm going to make it nice and quick. It's pretty much just like a simple video of me smashing open a PSA graded Resident Evil Dead aim. I ended up finding this on eBay for, I think, it was $215, like everything together. However, it had an offer, and I love to be one of those individuals that like to offer lower than what some stuff is. So I pretty much went forth and went for I was gonna say, all right, flat 200. But one of my boys when he was in the party discussing it, he was like, nah, try to go lower to see if you can get it like maybe like 175. So I did it for 175 and pretty much got it. Now, for most copies of Resident Evil Dead Aim that I've searched on eBay, which obviously sometimes is very skewed because, people like to charge prices and it's a little ridiculous. But for a sealed copy that's not graded at all, a lot of them went for about 220 plus. So I was like, okay. And then I ended up checking up on the little price chart for this. Pretty much, as I said, anything that's graded is above that 220 mark. Maybe obviously in 2023 it's probably a little bit lower than that, but generally speaking, I think I got a pretty good deal. However, I don't really like grading things. I hate grading things. I understand, one, right? Games are meant to be played. That's one. Two, I personally like collecting sealed copies just to ensure that, right, this is a game that has been tampered with or repackaged or anything of that nature, right? And when I get older, I want to become senile or have some dementia or something, right? And I can open up all these games in my Resident Evil collection and play them. That's my goal. The goal isn't to sell them like this and then resell them. I understand if something is rare, right, and they make limited copies, okay, fair enough, the price will go up. I understand, right, there are probably limited copies of sealed versions out there where nobody's tampered with them. Okay, that makes sense. But to then grade something, sell it for either 3 or 4 times even more than what it already is, it's just, I don't know. I've never been a big person on that. It made it very annoying. So that's that. So I do have other games where I didn't buy them. I bought them sealed, not graded. And I want to put them in here in like my own little cages from, what is it called, Psycho Collector. So like, games like this, sealed. This one is also sealed, Resident Evil Outbreak. I do got Code Veronica X. This is the PAL version of Resident Evil 4 for the UK. This is the American one. I got them multiple copies of it because, right, they came with different steel cases for the edition. So I try to go forth with anything that is abnormal and different within each location of the world. I'll try to get, but like none of them will ever be graded. This is the first one I bought of something that's graded, but I'm going to break it open so I can put that into this one right here. So that's that. That's my view on graded games. I'm not really big on it. I mean, right, this is a cool copy. I do understand people do it because they want it for display. I do want stuff for display, but I don't think grading it just to either get a higher price for it or anything of that nature makes sense to me. Probably will never make sense to me. I know people might go against of what I'm thinking, but that's how I feel about it. I'm eventually open up all these games. Like, for instance, my dad gets older because my dad and my uncle is the people that got me to Resident Evil. I'm 26 years old, so for my uncle passed away, that's all he really played for the most part, and my dad as well. So I want to get to a point where like my dad's getting older, right, and he's getting there, and I'm like, all right, Dad, it's time to open up all the Resident Evil collection that I got and just going through it. That's what I want to do. So having it in here where you can't even utilize it, it just, to me, just doesn't make sense. I know a lot of this goes off of filling. Was the purchase probably insane? Most likely, right? By paying $175 for a sealed copy of a PS2 game, generally speaking, not the best. But as I said before, this is one of those things where I think by 2013, this game in particular started to go up in price just because it started to get a little bit scarce. And I don't know. I like keeping the preservation. Yes, you can go forth on PC and play emulator, but come on now. Nothing beats having the physical copy, booting up a physical PS2, popping the disc in, hearing that loud PTSD noise, you gotta like mute your entire TV to make sure your parents are listening. So that's that. Other than that, I mean, that's all I have to say. So I do have a mallet right here. Ooh, I did hit it on the top already before we started. I don't know if you can see it like right here, but we're gonna go for it. I'm just gonna open it up, and I'm putting it in another case. Anybody that's watching this, kiss my ass. Eesh. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I got a screwdriver or something. Instead of a mallet, I don't think the mallet is going to be. Give me 1 sec. Let me see. Okay. Because the thing about it is, I'm only pretty much breaking the outer seal portion, meaning this little sillet right here. So it's much harder up here altogether. So this is not going to really work. So I don't know. I'll have to probably look at some other copies to get an idea of that. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Oh, all right. I am. Fuck. All right, I'm back. This was a lot. Oh, as you see, don't look at that. No. So this is good. The outer part of this is amazing. It is this part right here that did come off. I can see where it's pretty much sealed. Oh, okay. There's like a little lock right here that prevents you from pulling it out. Yeah, once I got in there and I hid it inside of a box so the shards won't go everywhere, but it's pretty thick. But we are taking it out of the box. Man, what the fuck, dude? Okay, there we go. It just fell a little stuck. So, this is the empty version of this. Cheap shit. All right. Definitely have to clean up. So, this is it. Oh, Lord. Did I break this? Hopefully I didn't break it. No, we're good. We're good. We're good, boys. We're good. So, fading, I don't know if they're talking about this. Because I feel as though that is the design of it. If that is fading, I am very unsure. But from what I'm seeing on here, this is the best sealed it can be. I mean, I don't know what else to really say about it. This is clean. This is clean. Plastic may be a little bit dirty, but nothing I can't wipe it down with. But other than that, that's a clean copy, and that deserves to be played. So I'm gonna go forth and get one of these acrylic cases from, as I said before, from Collector Protector, Collector with a K. And yeah, this is gonna go inside of here, where I can actually open it back up because it has this little seal compartment. Go forth, slide this bad boy in there. Shit, not gonna lie, it looks more clean inside of something like this that fits around it. Not snug fit like these ones. I don't like these cases. These are from another brand on eBay that I found. They don't seal up like these ones. I can actually show you. There's a seal copy of Resident Evil Operation. So it peels back like this, and you can push it pretty much back in. It does make a tight fit. Hold on. But if you look right here, it does leave an air gap. Not to mention, I mean, I do like a snug fit. This is a sealed copy, but as you see with it, there might be a couple of blemishes or scratches on the actual slip cover. So I wouldn't really recommend these personally for games that are in slip covers, because sometimes it might accidentally scratch it by a little bit. But this was the cleanest newly sealed version that I found of that game. Yes, the codes don't work. I already have the game on PS3 already, but it did come with extra goodies with it for that one. And then when I was 13 at the time, you know, they had all this stuff. So that's that. But besides the point, here's a silk copy Resident Evil Dead Aim. I'm very happy about this. It's definitely some more older ones that I need to get to. I will be buying the Code Veronica for the PAL version, both of them, because I think it came with two different. One was the platinum version. I know it's nothing really different from those as far as the gameplay wise, but I did like the cover art on those because the cover art pretty much signifies, what was it? Is it Claire? Yeah, it signifies Claire pretty much looking at a zombie and the zombie then looking at her if you do look at the cover art for the PAL version. So I'm gonna definitely be doing that. But this is another piece down in my collection. If you don't stand up, damn it. I'm happy about this. I really do. So we're building it up slowly, surely. I do have the Resident Evil Village PS5 Collector's Edition, and then the Resident Evil 4 Remake Collector's, what's it called? I think the PS5 version Collector's Edition as well. That I ended up finding a little bit over MSRP, but for the most part, I'm happy about it. But yeah, that's what it came down to. And I don't feel no regrets for it. So have a nice day and see you guys later.